It's Steve from Machete Squad. I know it's you, motherfucker.
Beat up, bum, bum, running through the night we come. Beat up, bum, bum, follow if you want me one. You can find me on a skyline, stomp my feet and I go bye-bye. Floating through the elevator of my mind's eye, I'm fine. Feeling dizzy like a rascal, baby, I'm grime. And if you wanna square up, then I am Einstein. Taking gravity bongs back at high times. Find me on a weeknight, middle of a street fight. Smoking on a peace pipe, trying to get my teeth fixed, right? I'm to make it the ace, breaking records of pace. And I need another win like the devil needs a fireplace. Smoking in the back room, sitting in the black tomb. Screaming in the quiet place, hoping they'll come back soon. Fuck it, man, I'm tired, mate. It's really pretty pointless when you're sitting at a higher rate. Looking for a hideaway, smoke some and hibernate. I am great. Beat on, bum, bum, running through the night we come. Beat on, bum, bum, follow if you want me one, want me one. Beat on, bum, bum, running through the night we come. Beat on, follow if you want me
Yeah. Nothing.
What's up, guys? How are we doing this evening? We're back here for more Cyrax nonsense. Cyrax thought the best thing he could do early this morning, apparently on a new YouTube channel, is make a self-defense tutorial video. Cyrax, the man who's literally lost every single fight he's ever been in his entire life, I thought the best thing to do was try to teach other people self-defense, guys. So he made a video about that for us to watch and most likely laugh at. So, before we start, we already have some super chats. 2 from Aiden Nation. Are you kidding me? He's at it again. Oh, God. Yes, oh, God, guys. Cyrax is at it again.
Oh, God.
And 2 from Scriptcat. Your commentary makes this worth it. Yeah, it's gonna be very ridiculous and very annoying from a delusional boy who's never spent any time outside. He's never been in a real fight in his life that he's won. Trying to teach other people self-defense. Self-defense. Remember when he met up with Marty and Aware of Myself and Low T, and how he showed the world how good he is at self-defense to those times? Well, he's gonna show us again now, guys. He's gonna show us again now. Cyrax teaching the world some self-defense, guys. So as always, here's a fly, and let's check out Cyrax giving a self-defense tutorial.
What's up, everybody? My name is Chance, and welcome to Streetwise Combat, where I teach you guys how to use everyday items as self-defense tools that are legal in every state across the board in all 50 states. And today we're going to be going over one of my personal favorites that I use all the time, that I carry with me, which are these 9mm guitar jacks. You can get these at Walmart.
Yes, 9mm guitar jacks, the ultimate tool that everyone usually recommends to defend yourself with. 9mm guitar jacks. You know how we all have 9mm guitar jacks on us all the time? Well, Cyraxx will teach you how to use them to defend yourself.
You can get them at Guitar Center, Amazon, eBay, wherever you guys do your shopping at. More than likely you can get these. Now, I know what you're thinking, well dude, those are guitar jacks, what are they going to do? Well, there's a mindset that you have to have.
Hold on, we have a 5 from Forklift Biz Gee. It's 2 p.m. here in Australia. Love me a speed stream. I don't have to drink guiltily. Fuck that gob gob. Exactly. You can have fun. It's a wonderful Sunday afternoon, guys. It's ridiculous.
And that mindset is that everything on you is a weapon. Whether it's your keys, necklaces, bracelets,
or 9mm guitar jacks, as everyone is wont to carry around all day. If someone attacks you and they want to rob you, and you don't want to give up your money clip, just pull out your handy dandy 9mm guitar jack that's in your pocket every day, guys. Every day. We all carry those around. I know I do.
Obviously your hands, rings, everything you have on you can be a weapon in the right circumstance. Including these. And these are not sharp. I know what people are going to say, well, can't you stab somebody with these? No. Guitar jacks are not sharp.
Yes, but no, neither are styluses, Cyraxx. Neither are styluses, and somehow you pretend that styluses are the most dangerous implement in the world. So it doesn't really matter. 5 from Rabid. Guitar jacks. He's like an Austin Powers henchman. Ridiculous. Yeah, it is ridiculous. He's going to use a guitar jack and a washer to defend himself from the world because he's a ridiculous, overgrown child. 2 from Art. You know, he goes looking for stuff to stab people. You know, he does, but he's not allowed to have anything sharp in that house. He's not actually allowed to have anything sharp in that house. So he pulls out guitar jacks and pretends to be a little tough boy with little guitar jacks, guys. It's ridiculous. 5 from Trep Toxic. An everyday item for Chance is dingleberries. Much love, folks. Exactly, that is an everyday item for Cyraxx. His dingleberries, his only source of nutrition.
They have blunt, rounded ends. As you can see right
No, I don't believe they disconnect from the cord. I think he broke a cord, or used a broken cord to break up and pretend he has a little tool to defend himself with. And now everyone needs to worry about Cyraxx because he's got guitar jacks. So you better try not to take his wallet because he's gonna hi-ya you with some guitar jacks.
Right there, they are blunt. They are not sharp. Now they will leave an indent. They will leave an imprint on you whenever you do it hard enough. They will leave an indentation. Now, one thing that you can do is you can carry these in your pocket. You can carry these in your pocket.
Yeah, just carry guitar jacks with you all the time. Literally all the time. Just in case you gotta get into a self-defense situation. Keep it in your everyday carry. Some broken guitar jacks. Just keep them in your pocket at all times in case a situation comes up where guitar jacks are the only solution, guys.
Get on a plane, do whatever. And, nobody's going to think anything of it, because who's really going to think about, guitar jacks? That's not a weapon. This dude's obviously traveling. He's obviously a musician. Or
he's obviously insane because he's just walking around with guitar jacks in his pocket. What kind of human being even does this ridiculous stuff? Cyraxx is just an overgrown child, and he looks around his room for toys that he can play with. And he finds new guitar jacks and waves them around and pretends to be a self-defense master. He's a ridiculous child.
Or maybe you're an electrician and you need 2 9mm jacks or something other than an electric guitar.
What would you possibly need 9mm jacks for other than audio equipment, Cyraxx? You don't even know what the things in your hand are used for. An electrician might need them. I don't know, arc welding? Whatever you can do with these 9mm jacks. Whatever electricians do with these things.
Like, maybe you work on amplifiers or something like that, and you need a 9mm jack for that, or whatever. I'm throwing out.
I would imagine someone who works on amplifiers doesn't want to ruin their jacks to make little fake self-defense implements they can carry in their pocket every day because their mommy won't allow them to buy anything sharp. The sharpest thing Cyrax is allowed to have is a spoon and those guitar jacks. So he has to pretend like he has a weapon, like a child would do.
Examples of what, you know, people would think. Because when you walk up to somebody and they have 2 9mm jacks in their hand.
Yeah, I wonder who's got him terrified this time, guys.
They're not going to think, oh, that's a weapon. They're going to think, oh, this guy's obviously going to the Guitar Center.
No, they're going to think this guy's obviously insane and a hoarder. He has broken guitar jacks in his pocket. We need to take him to the hospital, find out why he's walking around with ridiculous stuff. Two from Foxy Megan. He's only a master baiter. That is true. That's the only thing he's good at is baiting. It's true.
You know, maybe, you know.
But, two from Aquanaut. What in the world is going on here? No one has any idea. It's ridiculous. It's Cyrax being a ridiculous lunatic as he's wont to do every day of his life.
Show them like, hey, I need this kind of jack or whatever. And the cool thing about these is not only do they double as a self-defense tool, they also double as a fidget toy, because if you guys don't know,
a fidget toy. Cyrax, the 35-year-old man-child, is talking about using the trash in his room, the broken guitar chords, as a fidget toy, too. What a ridiculous... When was the last time you really used fidget toys? Hasn't it been like 8 years or something since fidget toys were even anything anyone cared about? No one cares about fidget toys.
9mm jacks, they screw apart. So, like, say, like, you're in traffic or whatever, and you're waiting for that.
Hey, William. How are you doing? I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful evening, William. Cyrax is scared for some reason.
A long-ass red light that we've all been at. You can sit there and you can, you know.
Long-ass red light that we've all been at. Cyrax, the man who's never driven a car in his entire life. You know, the long-ass red light that he's never sat at because he's never driven a car. Ridiculous.
You can fidget with it like this, you know. You can sit there, fidget with it. And the good thing is, if you have
two from Forklift Bizkey. Has John Smith been around lately? Missed that guy. Yeah, he's been around. He's like going through a situation. He's not around, not able to get on the internet all the time, but he's still around.
If you have one of these, that's great because you can fit it in the palm of your hand, stays hidden, and you can, you know, use.
What even is this? What even is this, guys? What even is this? This is a delusional child making up fantasies in his head that now he's going to teach people self-defense. Again, the boy who has famously and on camera lost every fight he's ever been in thinks he's going to stand up here on a new YouTube channel and teach people self-defense. He's ridiculous. 5 from Maiden Nation. Oh goblin, what's in your pocket? Oh goblin, why won't he stop it? But let's think about it. His future is 100% not pretty. Exactly. He's going to need those. He's gonna need those guitar jacks for when he's on the street and fighting raccoons for scrap. Scraps of food, I mean. Anyways, 5 from Neffy. Watching the next Markiplier here, everyone. Quality streaming content. Love you, Steve. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that very much. And we have a $1 on Rumble from Aquanaut. He says, better off with a kitchen knife, knucklehead. Yeah, you would be. But Cyrax, again, is not allowed anything sharp. Sally doesn't allow Cyrax to have anything sharp, so he has to play with guitar jacks in his room like the delusional child he is. Ridiculous.
You can hold it like this, and nobody's gonna.
That thing was so cheap, it fell apart in like 20 minutes. I'm surprised he had it for more than 20 minutes.
I don't think anything of it because when you punch, you're not going like this, you're going like.
Cyrax, who has never actually thrown a punch in his entire life. Never actually thrown a punch at a real human being. Definitely. This is real. This.
You want to punch like that.
Oh, he's teaching people how to throw a punch. Perfect form from Cyrax, the man who's taken taken YouTube tutorials to learn how to throw a punch. Definitely gonna teach people how to be an effective a pugilist.
Now, the thing you can do is when you're punching, you can take the inside of your thumb, press it out like that. So essentially, you can go.
What is he talking about?
As you're coming around.
What is it? What is this? This is someone who's clearly never had to throw a punch in his entire adult life. Has no idea how to do anything. Yeah, just stick a guitar jack in your hand and do this with your thumb. It'll be magic. It'll be magic.
Say I'm throwing a punch. Right, say I'm throwing a jab.
Exactly.
As you're throwing the punch, you want to come around, push out, and strike down. Just.
Oh my God, what is he talking about?
See,
yeah. Cyrax is trying to teach the world how to slap people. He wants to slap them really hard. He's gonna slap you. He's gonna slap you silly, guys. He's gonna slap you silly. Two from Joe Richardson. Joe Richardson. You will literally break your thumb if you do this. Yes, Cyrax has no idea what he's doing. He's giving people terrible advice. Once again, terrible advice. By the way, yeah, in case anybody needs to be told, don't do anything Cyrax is telling you to do. Literally, don't do anything Cyrax is telling you to do. Everything he ever says is a bad idea. Don't do anything he's telling you to do. Two from JBD Cartoons. This has been a very surreal arc. Yeah, he's really gone off the deep end with this one lately. He's really gone off the deep end. 5 from MFR. Cyrax screams his battle cry, locks onto you with his wonky eye. He raises his guitar jack to the sky, but with one swift punch, he'll give up and cry. Exactly. And $1 on Rumble from Aquanaut. Just imagine throwing a punch without a shoulder. Yeah, imagine. It's really crazy that he thinks he can do any of this. 5 from Foxy Megan. Didn't Low T cause him irreparable nerve damage so he couldn't lift his arm to punch? LMAO is such an idiot. Exactly. Remember when Low T hit him and he laid on the porch and said, "Mom, I can't give up. I can't get up. I can't move." Remember? This is the self-defense master, guys. 2 from Blake. The trolls are real quiet since this one dropped. Yeah, everyone's terrified of Cyrax because he showed everyone his mastery of self-defense.
As you're doing it, you're basically creating a hammer fist. They're thinking you're gonna throw a punch, but really, you're throwing that hammer fist. But they don't see this coming. All they see.
Also, he's trying to teach people how to fight dirty. He's trying to teach people how to fight dirty. I need to point that out too. Cyrax also believes the key to self-defense is fight as dirty as possible. You know, throw dirt in their eyes, scream. Didn't he try to spit on Marty? That's what Cyrax would do.
Is a fist flying at their face. They're not seeing, oh, silver object, pointy, let me get out of the way.
Again, it's not pointy. It's a very dull, rounded guitar jack. It's anything but pointy. But Cyrax is a ridiculous child who really believes that if he makes up in his head that he's a pro fighter, that the world will actually believe it when he sits here making a fool out of himself yet again.
You're seeing your hand coming, and at the last second, you're deploying it out of your fist and into like their neck, their face. Wherever you need to deploy it to remain safe. Now, one good thing is if you have the time to do it, here's one cool trick that you can do. You can use it like this, have 2 of them in your fist, you know.
Yeah, a little trick you can do that Cyrax just made up in his head just now, because again, he's never actually been in a fight he's won. He's never managed to defend himself, and he's never tried this before in the world. But he totally believes that he can he's advanced enough to give other people advice on how to effectively perform these techniques that he made up in his head 20 minutes before making this video.
Boom, boom. You can hammer fist with it, or you can swat them inside each other and use it, you know, combat knife style, just. You know, you can use it in a combat knife situation And one good thing that you can do is if you hold it like this right here, is say that somebody's got you by the shirt and they got you by two hands, you can actually come down and come up with it and do real damage.
Yeah, keep poking them with that rounded guitar jack. Eventually they're gonna get annoyed enough and stop. Just keep poking them with that thing, and it's totally gonna stop everything. Just keep poking at them. Cyrax is a really smart man. Just keep poking at them.
Because when you're coming down on solid bone on somebody, that's gonna hurt. That's metal hitting against bone right there. That's like, as you're coming down, you can hear it just.
He can't tell that it's not even hurting him. He can't even tell that it's not even hurting him. Therefore, why would it hurt anyone else? As he does this to himself, he's ridiculous and delusional. He's so ridiculous.
You just hear that, just.
Yeah, totally, guys.
You can hear that impact.
Oh my god, he's so ridiculous. 2 from Blake. Snake. Let's go over the basics of CQC. Yes, exactly, guys. Exactly. I don't know what that means.
And as you're coming back up, you can, hit pressure points all up in here. There's muscles that you can hit using this. And as you're dragging up...
Yes, pressure points. Cyrax, who's been trained by many self-defense masters on how to effectively use pressure points. This is, he knows what he's talking about. He knows exactly what he's talking about, guys. He's so advanced. He's able to give other people advice on how to do this. He's ridiculous. Close quarters combat. Close quarters combat. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Basically,
so ridiculous.
You can hear that.
You can hear that, guys. You can hear that. Hear that. It's ridiculous. 2 from Maiden Nation. Oh my god. Everything's moving. 2 from Maiden Nation. Ultimate Poser has reached new levels of poserdom. Exactly. He's a ridiculous human being. It's ridiculous. He can't stop being ridiculous. He has to be as ridiculous as possible. He's unable to do anything else.
Now imagine doing that. As hard as you can, just boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, boom, boom, boom.
Imagine doing that. They're gonna let go of you real quick, and I don't know if you guys can see that, but
it hasn't even done any damage to him.
You can see
it hasn't even done anything to him. Oh, there's proof. It's proof. This is very, very bad, guys. Watch out. 5 from Lancer. Sitting in my car I paid for in cash. About to head home with a nice pasta dinner. Enjoying life in ways Rax couldn't dream of. What a child. Exactly, what a child. We're all enjoying our lives and living it while he's sitting here in a fantasy world pretending to be a self-defense master in his grandma's filthy attic. 2 from Lord Ludacris. Is this him taking his life back? Love this show. Yes, this is Cyrax taking his life back. This is step 1, the process of Cyrax taking his life back and becoming a YouTube celebrity, guys. 5 from OG Flood Spirit. Oh God, I beseech thee for thine aid. For the devil's porridge has flooded my breeches, and it is now everywhere, guys.
Oh God.
Exactly, guys. Cyrax is absolutely ridiculous.
Where, I came down on myself, but they will leave bruises all along their arm. It will hurt. And the cool thing is, if they're coming at you and you want to go double fist, you can do that. You can literally take and deploy one out of one hand, slide it out and into the other. So basically, you're just gonna.
He tried to practice that little stupid move. Wasn't that like a Game of Thrones where they catch your one hand and they throw the weapon in the other hand? Oh, so slick. Oh my god, that was so ridiculous. He thinks he's so slick and cool.
Again, you just want to say something's coming at you?
He thought that's so cool.
You can just...
He really thought that was just the coolest move ever. Just the pass one hand to the other. Look at me. Look how talented and coordinated I am. He's ridiculous.
You can just deploy one into one hand and get at the ready. Just again, you wanna, when you're doing that and you see them coming at you,
Exactly, guys.
you can either do like I said, or if you wanna, if they're coming quick and you know you're not gonna be able to use that knife technique, you can literally just
Knife technique again with a rounded guitar jack that couldn't do anything to anyone. But again, it's a knife technique from Cyrax, the self-defense master.
deploy one into one hand and
God.
boom, 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 boom. You know, do whatever you gotta do.
Up, 5 from Boperator Blue. You aren't a martial threat when you can't lift your arms above your head. Exactly, guys. Cyrax isn't a threat to anyone, and especially not with a rounded guitar plug. He's a ridiculous child. 2 from Snowy. We all know Rax has the pain tolerance of a 2-year-old. Exactly, guys. He would cry. He would cry long before he pulled that out of his pocket.
But like I said, this is just one tool that I carry on me on a daily basis. I carry these.
He carries on a daily basis. First of all, he doesn't leave his house. He hasn't left his house for 3 years. Why would you carry a self-defense tool on a daily basis when you don't leave your house, Cyrax? That doesn't make any sense. $1 on Rumble from Makonat. He has no idea of how the real weapon he has no idea of the real weapons real men carry. Yeah, he has no idea. He's a ridiculous child playing with toys in his room. And 2 from Peanut Mama. He's one of the most pathetic creatures on Earth. That is very true. That is very true, guys. He's ridiculous.
Everywhere I go.
Yeah,
Whether I'm going to the store, whether I'm going out for a walk, whether I'm just going out onto my porch to check the mail. Like, I always
doesn't go to the store, doesn't go out for a walk, doesn't even go out to check the mail. Lives in a fantasy world where he goes outside, he carries all this stuff in case, you know, thieves come out of the night and they demand his wallet. Well, he's got his trusty handy-dandy guitar plugs, and it's gonna take care of the situation. Take care of the situation like a trained self-defense master, guys.
have these on hand. I carry them around the house from time to time. Especially when family is at home,
where he always gets his information. He watches YouTube videos and decides, because he saw a couple of YouTube videos, that he's now an expert in the subject matter, and he thinks he's such an expert he can come online and now tell other people how to do this thing he's mastered, that he watched a video on. He's ridiculous.
In the nature of, you know, that people know where I live and stuff like that. So, yeah. But like I said, these are great self-defense tools that are non-lethal. You can get these at...
Oh my god. Okay, so I didn't watch this at all. I got about a minute into watching it to see if there's anything I need to cut out, and I've decided it's too ridiculous. I wanted to watch it just first time on stream. He's probably not going to say anything that bad. He really hasn't said anything that bad. But I honestly believe he would pull out several different items in this video. We're like 3/4 of the way through it, and all he's talked about are these guitar jacks. So I'm honestly shocked that his entire plan, apparently, for the entire video was, here's my self-defense tips. You better have some guitar jacks. If you don't have guitar jacks, all of this is useless. If you don't have broken guitar jacks, all this is useless. All this is useless if you don't have this trash that Cyrax has.
Pretty much any store for a few dollars. Super simple, easy to pick up. You can carry them anywhere. They're legal in all 50 states. These are self-defense. These are non-lethal. These are
not self-defense, Cyrax. They're guitar plugs. They're used to play music to an amplifier. They're not even anything. Of course they're legal. They're not a weapon. They are equipment for playing music. You're a ridiculous child.
Blunt. They are not meant to kill. They are meant to create space and do damage to the person without killing them. They are meant to do harm to your would-be attacker.
5 from Zach. Switch to your guitar plug when out of ammo. It's faster than reloading. Exactly, guys. Always switch to your guitar plug. It'll always save you. Pull out a guitar plug. It'll save you from the bullies of the night.
Attacker without, you know, doing anything as far as like killing them, puncturing a lung, you know, puncturing anything. These are for, you know, to, you know, cause pain.
This is to poke at someone and annoy them, and hope that annoying them by poking them with a broken guitar plug is enough for them to run away and leave you alone. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous at its base. We have $1 on Rumble from Aquanaut. He says non-lethal, aka kids toys. And also we have a gifted membership on Rumble from Obi-Wan Troy Nobi. I appreciate that. And we have 5 from Neffy. Next tutorial is how to blind an opponent by flicking a head scab in their eye to blind them. Exactly. It's gonna be the next plan from Cyrax.
And do whatever you can to get away from your would-be attacker, and then also create.
Because Cyrax doesn't have keys, not to a car, and he probably doesn't even have keys to that house. I bet you Cyrax doesn't even have keys to the house he actually lives in. I bet you he doesn't have keys. Why would he need keys? He never leaves. He never leaves and goes anywhere unless his mommy's with him. Why would he need keys? I bet you he doesn't even have keys to the house he actually lives in.
It's enough space for you to get away and escape and get help, phone for help, do whatever. Again, these are really cheap. You can pick these up at any store. These are 9mm guitar jacks that I took off of 2 dead guitar cables that I no longer use. So you can have these everywhere in the world.
Yeah, again, everybody, for all those people who have broken guitar cables that you want to rip apart and carry them in your pocket every day in case someone tries to rob you, take Cyrax's advice. Take Cyrax's advice, the master of self-defense.
Like I said, if you're in the United States, you can carry these anywhere, on a plane, bus, store. And yeah, they might check you, but you know, you can just be like, hey, like, I'm going wherever, because maybe you're traveling and
where would you be going? Where would you be going that you would need 2 broken guitar plugs? Where would you be going? It's like, oh, clearly he's taken them to the broken guitar plug store to get them repaired and rewired. What world does Cyrax live in? This is so ridiculous.
You know, maybe your store or town doesn't carry guitar jacks, so you gotta travel cross country to, you know, get some good guitar jacks, or, you know, maybe.
Yeah, if they ask you why you're bringing these broken guitar jacks on the plane, be like, well, sir, I gotta travel cross country. I have to travel cross country to buy myself some specific guitar jacks from the only store in the country that sells these specialized guitar jacks. That is why I'm walking around with this ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. $1 on Rumble from Aquanaut. You know, homeless people carry their better weapons than Cyrax. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. He's ridiculous. He's absolutely ridiculous. And 2 from Blake. John has the boy terrified. He absolutely does. Cyrax is terrified of the world. This is ridiculous.
Your band's traveling and they need extra guitar jacks to fix their gear.
Oh my God.
You know, whatever, you can carry these on a plane, bus, wherever. These are non-lethal self-defense tools that you can use. You can carry these everywhere. They are non-lethal. They are DIY style. And another technique you can use too, if you really want to get evil with it, you can have them both in one hand and really do some damage, but I'll save that for...
No, you still can't, Cyrax. There's still broken toys, and you're still an overgrown child. You will always be an overgrown child. 5 from Snowy. Not gonna lie, I would probably leave him alone if he was flinging scabs. Yeah, I probably would too. I wouldn't go anywhere near him. I wouldn't want to touch him. Wouldn't want to touch him for any reason whatsoever. I wouldn't want to go anywhere near Cyrax.
For another video. But like I said, 9mm guitar jacks. You can get these at Guitar Center, Amazon, eBay, wherever you guys shop. You guys can pick these up. Like I said, I carry these on my person all the time. And
he carries them on his person all the time. He never leaves the house. On his own words, he hasn't left the house in 3 years. So he carries broken guitar plugs in his house, in his pocket, to prattle around the house all day. This is a delusional child. A delusional child, guys.
The mindset that you have to have is that, you know, everything on you is a weapon. You have to have that mentality of, you know, everything on you can be used as a weapon for defending yourself. And that includes these. These can fit in your pocket and everywhere like that. So yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this little tutorial on how to use 9mm guitar jacks as a self-defense tool against would-be attackers.
5 from MFR. That's the funny part. He already has a natural defense. He's very gross. No one wants to catch what he surely carries. Exactly. And he doesn't even realize no one wants to touch him. 2 from Dr. Buck Nasty. Is the handbrake the next item? LMAO. Exactly. The handbrake and then the wooden sword, guys. He's the king of self-defense. 2 from Foxy Megan. William Gloryhill's lawyer should look at this video. Yeah, they should. This seems a little suspect to me. A little suspect.
If you guys did like this, be sure to smack that like button, that subscribe button, and that notification bell down below. Stay up to date with everything on the channel, and remember, break away from that victim mentality and adopt the survivor mentality, because you are a survivor. You are not a victim. Peace.
Oh my god, that was Cyrax's ridiculous. And that's not even the first time he's done that. That's not even the second time he's done that. That's at least 3 times that I know of. He's tried to make these ridiculous self-defense videos, despite the fact that we've seen him lose every single fight he's ever been in his entire life. This is now the 3rd time that I know of. I'm sure someone who's been watching Cyraxx much longer will say, no, there was like 2 more before the 3 you know of. He's done it 5 times. He's done it 7 times. He's a ridiculous child. 2 from Ruin. I bet he eats his scalp scabs. I bet he does too, guys. But that's really all I got for this one. That was another ridiculous video from Cyraxx. He's now a self-defense master, along with being a Ronin and a Viking and a Spartan and everything else ridiculous he tells himself. But that's all I got for this one, guys. I appreciate you coming by, as always. I will catch you guys at the next one, and I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful evening.
And not once have I ever seen one single red cent of what should be mine.